We lost?
It ain't that funny, man.
Yes, it is! I gave her so much power and she still lost! So lame! She is so lame! My sides hurt.
It's a different dimension, but that's still you, right?
Huh? That weak woman isn't me in any way. They defeated a poorly crafted imposter is all.
But if you say that, you're... whatever, man. But what about that? You've gotten stronger again, haven't you?
Maybe, maybe not.
And the laughing begins again. What's up with you? Seriously? I'd like a straight answer.
I just can't stop! It's amazing! I'm so amazing! I could easily destroy 1 or 2 worlds with no problem now!
Whoa. You serious? That is pretty sweet. Not even I've seen someone destroy a world. You'll show me something that awesome right now, won't you?
Don't rush me! I'll show you in due time. But first, I need to visit the world where my weak, useless imposter lives!
I'm losing my power. I'm losing it all. No, that's not right. I didn't want it, but it came back to me anyway. I got sucked into the flow and have these weird memories. Things I definitely did do.
She's mumbling in her sleep again.
Maybe it's a nightmare.
She's been sleeping for a long time now.
Pico, I get why you're worried, but plopping down next to her this whole time won't do anything.
She's right, dear. Instead of staying close to some woman you know nothing about, stay by me.
Plutia, you went too far. Again?
It wasn't me. She was really a CPU?
As long as we didn't have some group hallucination, yeah.
He's sweating a lot. We should wipe some off.
Where am I?
Yo, lady, what's the big idea of waking up and headbutting my totally awesome little sister?
I'm okay. It's fine. Uh-oh. Gigi, you have a big lump on your forehead!
Mommy, you're awake! What's going on here?
You're in Planetoon's Basilicom. We defeated you, brought you here, and looked after you.
Since we've seen your true form, we simply must ask you about it.
True form? You're talking about that?
You changed and became a weird, babbling lady.
Well, to be fair, she was pretty weird before she changed, too.
So, that wasn't a dream. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I got carried away.
She apologized. This is how Mommy usually acts.
I see. Then her personality is just like the Seven Sages said. It's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. You're Ray, right? And you're also a CPU?
noticed. I'm sorry about that.
Apologizing doesn't help us understand, silly.
Speak and choose your words carefully.
Oh, okay. Well, before, I was a CPU.
You're a CPU too, Mommy? Then we're the same. Tell us more about that. It's cool if it's a really long story or whatever.
Okay. This might be long, but please bear with me. It started a long, long time ago. Thousands, maybe tens of thousands of years before you were born.
Oops. I guess it's really gonna be a super long coma-inducing story. Someone brew some tea.
Oh, let me go put some on.
Perhaps you could prepare some crumpets for us as well.
Back then, the concept of nations didn't even exist.
Wait a sec. Holy moly!
What is it?
What was that thingy? What just kind of popped up and was all like, hello, how are you?
Maybe it was a bug in the game's programming.
To help you understand how things were back then, I tried to create a picture for you.
Picture? You call that a picture?
Well, it is a picture by definition, isn't it? Look.
Tell us to look all you want, but it's still... It's very... avant-garde. Wow! I can't tell what this is supposed to be at all. You draw funny, Mommy.
A master artist.
Oh, don't be like that. I thought it would be helpful, so I made a lot of them.
It's not nice to tease someone who's bedridden and recovering.
We're not teasing her. It's a totally legitimate concern since the players are seeing them too.
Continuing with several more of them is too strong of an impact.
Anyway, if we keep commenting, she will be unable to continue. Please proceed.
Are you through joking around? Then I'll make another picture and continue my explanation.
That isn't necessary, is it?
If we know this is going to be weird from the get-go, we should be able to keep our comments in, right?
Righto!
I don't want to hear Neptune telling us not to get off track.
Okay, I'll draw it up. At the time, the concept of nations didn't exist.
Whoa, it popped up again. When I stare at it, isn't this hilarious, you guys?
Jeez, you told us not to comment, but, well...
Don't look directly at it. If you do, it becomes hard not to laugh.
And CPUs were just the stuff of legend. The human heart grew dark, and war was endless. It was chaos. I lived a life of apathy back then. I don't even remember how I became a CPU. I think it was some odd little coincidence. I just realized what I had become one day. I used my powers as a CPU to give the powerless humans their desire, a nation. I called this nation Tari.
Tari.
You've heard of it?
I've seen it mentioned in an old document or two. A nation ruled with despotism and tyranny. It was called Tari. I figured it was a legend, or maybe like a warning. But to hear it really existed...
Records may exist in my database. A search would take about 3 days, so I will hold off for now.
Oh, so that's how it's remembered? How embarrassing.
Becoming a CPU in your 30s takes a lot of determination.
So you got careless, took your sweet time, and this happened. I can see that.
But I'm really not in my 30s. I mean, I was close, but still. Moving on.
What the goodness? There's another picture?
We get the honor of gazing upon yet another work of modern art.
It's so funny! Amazing! I could never draw something like this. Everyone is going to comment on the image quality again, I take it?
Using my newfound CPU powers, I made a nation that could rule over all of game industry. I first thought it was destiny that I got such powers, so I tried to lead the people as best I could. And you're probably aware of this, but... And I'm not normally like this, but, when I grow powerful, my personality changes completely.
You certainly were like a different person.
Yep, it was a gaping chasm of differentness. Like when Pluty transforms.
This woman turned into someone like Plutia? There's a much bigger gap when you transform, Neppy.
We should keep in mind that this woman can become strange even when she hasn't transformed.
That other person wasn't Mommy!
Oh, I have no response.
Calm down and continue.
Well, that's just how I am. So eventually the people rose up against me, and another war began. I did all I could. You dare to bite the hand that feeds you? Impudent curs! I'll crush you! That was kind of how I approached the situation.
Seeing how insane you got, I can imagine it pretty easily.
So did you kick their cans or whatever?
I did. It was then I realized that a CPU's power is drawn from the faith of her people.
Nobody could believe in a CPU who would act the way you did.
Precisely. So in that vein...
Hold on. A third picture? No way! Where'd our budget go? I can't take this tomfoolery.
Me neither. It's so funny. Nap nap, flu flu. Don't laugh at her artistic sensibilities.
Ignore them and continue. I'm begging you. It's fine, really. Laugh all you want at it. Anyway, I lost my powers and my nation collapsed in a matter of minutes. Their hearts grew more uncertain. Because of me, my people didn't know what to do about anything.
The Great Crash, right? My old documents mentioned a huge recession in game industry.
For the longest time since then, I lost almost all of my powers as a CPU. I could neither die nor age. I just sat, thinking, for a long, long time about what went wrong. Even though I know it's just me passing the blame, I felt the problem lied in all CPUs. It was a mistake to allow a CPU to create and rule a nation, causing hardships for its people. That's why I enlisted the Seven Sages' help, and we engaged in those terrible activities.
Passing the blame indeed.
I agree. It was just because you were a terrible leader.
Yes, it's as you say.
Your inferiority complex made you associate with evil, and that's how the Seven Sages started.
I'm sorry.
And then you turned Pico into a CPU as an experiment.
So you got caught up in each little step and forgot what your initial goal was.
Uh-huh.
That's so true!
Sorry.
Hey! Don't bully Mommy so much!
That appears to be the gist of things. We can't verify her story. Not like it matters, since we've crushed the 7 sages.
One thing fails to sit well with me.
Huh? What is it?
According to your tale, your powers were depleted. How then did you find power great enough to stand against us?
Oh, because... Oh, that's right. It's wrong. I just can't sit here like this. Nothing's been resolved. Nothing's been answered at all.
What's up with your crazy babble?
Please, calm down and explain it to us.
I can't calm down, and I don't have time to explain. Oh, what should I do?
That's my Mommy!
Oh, so Ray is always like this.
Uh-huh. She stops if you do this, though. Hi-ya!
Oh, my head. Ow.
I stopped Mommy!
You shouldn't hit your mommy's head so much, Pee-Pee. She might turn into a dummy.
Huh? Really?
She's calmed down a bit. So, what is this terrible thing you were going on about?
I'm sorry that I got a little out of control. To explain that, I'll need to first explain some other things.
The text box only has 3 lines.
What? That's not enough space at all! So what does that make the character limit?
Knock it off! It doesn't matter if it's long. Just explain.
Okay. Then you already know about that, right? The other dimension? The one that's very similar to our own?
The one my sister and I are from.
Right. Theoretically, there are an infinite number of them, so it may be coincidence, but there's another me in your dimension too.
There sure is. She was handing out flyers for some Let's Have a Proper Society thing.
Before I came over, things had gotten a bit worse.
Well, it wouldn't be wrong to say that might also be my fault. Of course, I have no ill will, so you could call this an unlucky coincidence or an accident.
The awkward rationalizing really isn't necessary.
Sorry! In any event, I was born as a normal human in your dimension. But because she's still me, she's hesitant and fails at everything she tries. But she still wants to change society with all her might. Even without power, she tries so hard. I knew she existed, so I asked for my last remaining bit of power to be transferred to her.
You gave power to the Ray in our dimension, so when Neptune was sent over here...
Yes, it was due to the me in your dimension. You could say I'm the cause of everything.
I knew it. I've gone through a ton of shenanigans thanks to you.
Sorry. I know my apology is really late, but still, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Okie dokie. Thank you for the story, Ray.
You're welcome.
Don't thank her. Were you even listening to what she said? Yeah, I was. Thanks to Ray, we were all able to meet Neppy, right?
That's one way to look at it.
Thanks to Mommy! All thanks to Mommy!
When you put it that way, I was able to meet all of you because of her too. Yep. So let's not make another grumble about getting sent anywhere.
Thank you very much.
If we are kind enough to rewind for a moment, we still don't know how you obtained such great power.
Actually, I don't really understand it very well myself. Over here, we kept losing, but the other me said that she's been getting stronger.
She leveled up.
What could this mean?
There must be a balance of power existing between our dimensions. Merely my hypothesis.
No point debating it. We should only accept solid truths for the time being.
I concur. Now, I'd like to ask you two things.
Huh? Did I say something odd?
First question. How did you come to know that another you existed in another dimension?
That's... How do I explain? My power carries a characteristic that lets me distort or even pierce other dimensions. Oh no, I failed to tell you about Quar.
War? That sounds similar to your name, Eastwar.
Yes, it certainly does. I have a feeling that I have heard it before.
This is just my guess, but I think Eastwar is to Plutia what Quar is to me. But anyway, she's been with me ever since I became a CPU.
Oh, talking smack about me?
Who's there? An intruder?
Sup, bitches? Nice to meet you and all that crap, even though I know all about you already.
You are...
There are two Eastwars.
No, they're just exactly similar. Is this...
Yes, the girl I was just trying to tell you about.
Since she's like a dark-looking Isty, maybe we can call her Darksty. No, evil Isty should be called something like Badsty.
Hey, brats! Don't make up names for people. My name's Quar.
War. Who exactly are you?
I wonder about that. Probably the same as you. You were made to record the history of the CPUs and weave realities or some crap, right?
Yes, something like that. You as well?
I'm more interested in livening up history.
What? But interfering with the natural course of history goes directly against our...
Our? Who the hell are you including in that statement?
Huh? That would be,
Sucks for you that you can only vaguely sense a connection to another world.
Then you and I are in the same boat, as it were?
Well, unlike you, I can't make a connection to other worlds. I can travel to them, though.
I see. My second question was in regards to who took that power over there. But now we know.
I don't get why you just floated on in here and interrupted us.
What did you come here for? You aren't going to force more unwanted power on me, are you? I don't need it! This time, I refuse to have things crammed into my mouth!
Nah, we've known each other for a while, so I wanted to give you a heads up. Not like it'll matter.
Huh? What is it?
The other you said she's gonna destroy this world. That would include you.
Huh?
Wait! Don't just casually tell someone that their doppelganger is gonna destroy our world! How could she do that, though?
You'll know how when you see it. The whole thing's going down pretty soon.
Whoa! Whoa!
Huh. Better timing than I could have expected.
What? Now?
Lightning, earthquake, an oil spill lit on fire, a really strict father.
The last two are obviously wrong.
We need to check outside.
Stop talking nonsense and hurry up!
What in the world?
The sky's all dark. Totally black.
There's a beam of dark light coming down from the sky.
Not the sky, the other dimension. She really does plan to randomly destroy everything.
This is how strong I am? I have enough power to do something like this?
Yeah, I bet shit's really hitting the fan over there, too. Alright, I'm out of here! Do your best, bitches!
Wait a moment. I still have questions for you. Whoa! She disappeared!
This isn't the time for that! Does she really plan to skip out on us now?
We gotta figure out what to do about the falling sky thing. How do we stop it?
The world really will fall apart at this rate.
Stop gawking at it. We need to find out what's going on and lead our people to safety.
That is a logical approach. Please return to your respective nations at once.
We'll meet up again right here. Go and do your stuff as fast as you can.
I don't need to be motivated by you! I'm leaving now!
From one trial to the next, We've hardly the time to catch our breath these days.
I'll pay back that bitch 100 times over for this.
Okay, this is one of those times where we definitely can't slack off. Let's rock, Pluty!
Where are we rocking to?
Where? Well, obviously, where are we rocking?
Don't ask me.
You two should be leading the citizens to a safe place. Nepgear, you and Peach start clearing the debris. I'll go around and gather some intel.
Okay, understood. I'll do my B-E-S-T best! Wow! You're so cool, Iffy! Compa, there are tasks for us to take care of as well.
Because of me. This is all my fault.
Okay guys, I'm gonna leave it right here and I'll see you all in the next episode of Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. Take care guys.